I think back to when we in the black community tossed this man, Mr. Farrakhan, so many other brothers and sisters to the side to elect the second black president. I don't say first, second. And if y'all think I'm misspoke or mistaken, go look it up. But anyways, I'm just glancing at hardball. And Mark Halperin said that the president has the media on his side, the press, because they overwhelmingly want to see this president say this. So that goes to show you who controls the media, who has a big influence in the media. Gay and Jewish men and women. Okay? Now, when it came time for the president to speak about Henry Gates or speak about Trayvon Martin or look as if he was going to talk to the black community, they beat him up royally. Any black person that had any connection to President Obama and didn't stay on script, they was tossed to the side. Now, if y'all been following me from my original channel to this current channel, y'all know I've wrestled with supporting this brother because I know what we got to deal with on the other side. But I'm going to be honest with you. We're dealing with shit from inside the Democratic Party. And I've always known that, but it's more glaring so that we got a black president. All the crap that these egregious groups have gotten didn't come from the black community. But yet people know how to throw us under the bus and say we're the most this and the most that. If I'm not mistaken, Hitler was a white man. Not a black man, a white man, but yet we're the most anti-Jewish. A black president or black people didn't push don't ask, don't tell, didn't push or question the validity of same-sex marriage. That was white people. We don't get on TV mocking Jews, gays, and Mexicans in large number. But yet, people saying, well, the black community is keeping President Obama from doing stuff. But wait a minute, when the black community asks him to do something, he doesn't do it. So, get your story straight. But Reverend Wright warned us about President Obama because he had to see it to believe it. Mr. Farrakhan said he was selected before he was elected. I have not seen Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, none of these Democrats come out and speak about Trayvon Martin, speak about the attacks that we go on a daily basis, discrimination, but yet they can come out and talk about the gay community, Jewish community, the Mexican community. I've told you, brothers and sisters, that we need to control our dollar. We need to learn our history. But we got to fight too many fucking battles when you got a bunch of handkerchief heads out here throwing us on the bus. But I've been sitting here thinking about for the last hour or so that maybe we need to go to the other side. Maybe we need to sell our soul just for a bit, just to put the Democrats back in check. Remember, the Mexican community, Puerto Rican community, Cuban community voted for years. Those who are legal voted for years in some fake qualifications or identity. But they voted for Republicans, not Democrats. But when they realized that the Republicans were using them, they ran over to the Democrats. When they realized they had a black president, they said, oh shit, the black man gonna make it good for us. And President Obama has. When he picked the Supreme Court justice, he picked two women. You mean tell me there was no black females out there he could have picked? He picked Keegan, who's Jewish and I suspect she's gay. Sotomayor, who's what? Puerto Rican or Mexican. And he has done everything to bend over for him. These people have disrespected him. They don't even call him president. They call him Obama or Barack. Or the illegitimate one. But when you got brothers and sisters out here who have gotten into arguments among each other. And I thought about it, I said, this was the plan. We have divided loyalties. A lot of us understand the significance and importance of having a black president. But at the same time, we understood the danger of having a black president. I could see Reverend Wright and them sitting back saying, we told y'all niggas so. Now, I mean, that sounds harsh. But guess what? They were right. Remember when he did that famous press conference? He said you have the blacks have a certain way of thinking and whites have a certain way of thinking. Well, just imagine if you are mixed ethnicity and you grew up around nothing but white folk. You would have a mindset of a white person. Now, there are brothers and sisters who have mixed ethnicity children may take offense to that, but you know damn well deep down that what I'm saying is true. Okay? My mother and father were foster parents at one time, and we saw how mixed ethnicity kids act firsthand. We've gone to school with them. Remember, President Obama said his own grandmother had race issues with black people. He said that, not Harvey Superboy. He said that. Because remember, everybody kept saying he threw his own grandmother on the bus? Why is it that when he gets around us, he tells us to quit complaining? Wait a minute. I've never heard him say to Netanyahu and the Jewish community, y'all quit complaining. Y'all got every damn thing you want. You only make a certain percentage of the population. I didn't hear him say it to the Hispanic community, saying, wait a minute, you snuck into this country. How dare you come in demanding and tell people who've been here for generations that they got to accept or pay for your criminal behavior? Or the gay and lesbian community, when he sat there and he could have easily said, you know what, I support you guys, but you guys cannot compare your issues to the black community. That's disingenuous. He's been disrespected. He's been lied to, lied on. But guess what? He has time to toss us to the side. Now, a lot of people going to say, well, black people are butthurt because they don't like gay and lesbian. No, that's not it. Some of us can give a rat ass about who gets married and what. We got to focus on our own shit. Or we don't like the gay community doing is throwing us under the bus. Or we don't like the Democrats and these other egregious groups throwing us under the bus. Or making us out to be the big boogeyman. We don't control no television networks, and people need to quit saying BET got some type of power over the black community. Majority of black Americans who have any common sense don't watch BET or like BET. Excuse me. That's how you can tell you're dealing with people who are racist or insensitive. They bring up BET, they bring up Dr. King, they bring up Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, and maybe Emmett Till to smooth it over. Or the first thing they say, I never used the word nigger. I never discriminated. I don't own no slaves. I mean, here it is. The president had no problem calling Kanye West a jackass. Not once, but twice. He had no problem telling Vilsack to fire Shirley Sherrod. The Democratic Party, with the president in charge, had no problem throwing Acorn on the bus. Here it is. Our voting rights are being attacked right now. The Democrats are very quiet. But see, they figured, oh, the blacks don't come out and vote for Obama anyways. Well, guess what? I hate to say this. I was one of those blacks that was going to go out there and vote because I didn't want Romney and them to get in. But I said, what have the Democrats really done for us anyway? What have this president really done for us anyway? That's why in my previous video, I had to apologize to those YouTubers who I had disagreement with, or we got in, I wouldn't say got in the world of words, we just disagreed with on why we should vote. I still say vote at a local level is the most important. State level. National level ain't going to make no difference because the president is going to be pandering to other groups. But it tells you how fast the gay community organized. It tells you they put all their differences away and came together and said, you know what? We got to make somebody a villain. We can't go after fellow white people because we still need them. We can't go after Republicans too hard because we may need them. What group can we go against? We can't go against the Mexicans because they might get amnesty. We can't go against the Asians because we buy their property, their electronics. Who can we go against that we won't get any blowback from? The black community. Because we always want to love somebody. We always want to protect somebody. Well, for the president to come out and say he support gay marriage and said, and no other president ever done that, but you got presidents today who won't even come out and talk about race issues and talk about the crap that we get. Tells you something about President Obama, and it also tells you about having mixed ethnicity kids. They're confused. Now, I know I'm getting a lot of blowback for that comment, but let's just be honest. As I said before, I've had firsthand experience being around mixed ethnicity kids. They grow up confused. When they get rejected by the white community, they want to suck their ass right back into the black community. And then when they get what they need out of the black community, they go back and still look for validation from the white community. And that's what President Obama has done. Y'all don't think, remember when Secretary was the Attorney General Eric Holder said that America is cowards when it comes down to talking about race, and he got mad at him for saying that? Didn't Eric Holder come out and apologize? When the White House party got crashed, instead of going after the Secret Service like they're going after now, they went after Desiree Rogers. When Van Jones didn't say the stuff they said he said or done, didn't they kick her to the side? But as Minister Farrakhan said, President Obama was selected before he was elected. And not every black person voted for President Obama because he was black or looked upon as a black man. We got to quit putting that story out there. That's some white folks have put out there, right and left. And if those brothers and sisters did vote for because he's black, you shouldn't feel bad. Because other ethnicities have voted for people because, well, he ain't black, he ain't this, he ain't that. But I think that we need to apologize to Reverend Wright, Reverend Jackson, Minister Farrakhan, Tavis Smiley, Professor West, even Michael Eric Dyson, because when they came to Chicago back in 2010, they had a conference at Chicago State, and you can probably see the video out here floating on YouTube, or you can order from C-SPAN or from Tavis' website. They talked about how brother is playing a dangerous game, ignoring us, but acknowledging everybody else. I'm going to tell you something. What if another black man or black woman say they want to run for the White House or run for office? You know, black people going to start questioning that brother and sister motives. And that's going to paralyze our community because one or two handkerchief heads out here throw us under the bus. And another thing, brothers and sisters, quit saying that this is the game he got to play. We've been playing this game for 500 years. At some point, we gotta say enough is enough. The gays didn't wait this long. They got their shit together in less than 40 years. They got their shit together in less than 10 years. No other president would have been bullied or punked into doing this. The media pushed this stuff as well. So this reinforces what I've said. You got a lot of gays in the media. You got a lot of Jewish people in the media, and they showed you how powerful they are. We got just as much power if we learn how to use it. So when I say learn your history, control your dollar, this is what I mean. Once we do that, we will be able to write our own ticket. Guess what's going to happen next? They're going to legalize these immigrants, these people that snuck into this country, and guess who's going to suffer? White women have came into our schools and have taught us and our brothers and sisters or our children. And we don't question this. They're too busy running around fucking our kids. At some point, we got to get off our butt and say enough is enough. But don't throw us under the bus who speak truth to power, who've warned of this shit. Yeah, I feel like a fool because I went back on what I was saying back during the 08 campaign, during 09, 010, and even part of last year. Then I said, you know what, maybe we got to go along to get along. But when I saw Biden come out, Duncan come out, and some more people in the administration, I said, before the week is over, and I think I mentioned in the video, maybe I did, that he's going to come out and change before the week is over with. I think I did mention that. If I did, I was on point again. We got to stand up, brothers and sisters, before it's too late.